Okay, today is 5.5, multiple exponent rules with fractions. This actually is not that difficult of a lesson. It's pretty much the same as yesterday, but we just wanted to break it up in bite-sized pieces to make sure that you were fully understanding what was going on. So first of all, you need to be able to add and subtract and multiply and divide fractions in your calculator, right? So we're just going to write, we can add, subtract fractions in the calculator, okay? And the way that you're going to do that is you're going to hit alpha. That is not how you spell alpha. Alpha y equals enter. So that's how you get the fraction. And then you can just put it in, and then it'll give you the answer. If the answer isn't a decimal, you can always hit math, enter, enter to get it into a fraction. Okay, so I'll just write this here. How to type a fraction. How to change answer into fraction. Okay, so let's actually do like some of the content. When dealing with fractional exponents, we follow the same rules. So the rules from yesterday, like however you went about the questions yesterday, you're going to do the same thing. And so we're going to do two examples, or I guess we're going to do one example, okay? So let's say in parentheses we have 16 x to the third, y to the negative fourth, all to the power of negative 3 over 2. Okay, I first of all like to put my invisible exponents because 16 has an invisible 1. Now, depending on how you went about yesterday's problem, I mean, there kind of is only one way to do this, is we're going to take the thing on the outside and we're going to distribute it or multiply it to everything on the inside, okay? So we're going to have 16 to the power of 1 times negative 3 over 2. I'm going to have x to the power of 3 times negative 3 over 2, and y to the power of negative 4 times negative 3 over 2. These are now the things that if you don't know how to multiply fractions, you can put them in your calculator, right? So maybe you'll put this in your calculator and you'll put this in your calculator, and that'll tell you what the exponent simplifies to. So we have 16 to the power of negative 3 over 2. We have x to the power of negative 9 over 2, and we have y to the power of 6. You'll see that negative 4 times negative 3 over 2 just simplifies to 6. And so now what we're going to do, we can't combine anything by adding or subtracting, right? Because we have different bases. But we have two things with negative exponents. Currently, this is over on the top of the fraction. So I need to move those things that have a negative exponent to the bottom. So I have what's left at the top is just y over 6 over 16 to the power of 3 over 2, x to the power of 9 over 2. And now in the calculator, put this in your calculator and you will be able to simplify, or it'll give you some answer. So when you put 16 to the power of 3 over 2 in your calculator, you actually get 64. We're going to talk about why that's the case next class. So our final answer is going to be this. Okay? So try the part 1 questions and then move on to part 2.